Hi everyone, it's Kim from Expressions of the Universe with your weekly wisdom for March 15th through March 21st, 2020. And the world has gone crazy. First, let's just check the astrology. St. Patrick's Day, a lot of people celebrate that. Shaylee's Day or Sheely's Day. That's St. Patrick's wife, and we often have snowflakes on that day. It's to symbolize her shaking out the down comforters, up in heaven or wherever. Sun moves into Aries on March 19th. It's also the equinox, and it's International Astrology Day. Other than that, many of you know, some of you probably don't. I've been home for 6 days with a fever. I'm feeling good today. I woke up with no fever. I did yesterday, but then the fever came on. I was able to shower and wash my hair and do this. So I'm going to do a pick your own, and I will post the photo up here right now, but you can see I already have it laid out. I have your crystal of the week. I have several crystals of the week, but I have malachite, and this is for healing, and I think that this is so perfect. I love that I picked this, in a blind taste test. So I'll give you more on this, but this is any kind of green crystal is great for healing, but so many of us right now need so much more, and I'll talk about that later. So let me pause. I'll put up the picture, and you choose which pile, and then I'll read it for you. And we're back. Okay, so if you chose pile 1 with the malachite, which matches the crystal of the week, and this is a really nice piece. It's my favorite. It reminds me of a boomerang. Sorry, interruption. So if you chose that pile, I'm going to pull from my little black bag too. 1 card for each pile. Maybe this would be something fun and entertaining for you if you're stuck in your house. All right. The recommendation here is play. And I'm going to call it recommendation. So the cards are vulnerability, fear, and the goblin. So if you chose pile number 1, and I think this was great that it came up because there are a lot of people that are in fear right now. There's so much uncertainty going on that a lot of people don't know. People are panicking. They're panic shopping. Meanness comes out. And I think each pile really symbolized what's going on, how people are behaving and acting, and what we can possibly do that is fruitful in this time of uncertainty. So if you want to, you can go ahead and pause your screen here and read that, but I'm going to read it for you. Vulnerability. Only the brave and open-hearted dare to allow themselves to be vulnerable, for it requires courage to take down all walls and expose your humanness. Your angel guidance is to become aware of your defense mechanisms, which keep you separate from others and the divine. Ask your angels to help you dissolve your masks and barriers so that your fragile true self can emerge like a butterfly from its cocoon. The reward is freedom, love, and a sense of inner safety. So dare to be vulnerable and open. And the affirmation is vulnerability is my strength. And I love that to go with these cards because the goblin talks about our thoughts and how crazy our minds can get. Pair that with fear. And so my recommendation is, first of all, be smart, be safe. A lot of communities are closing down, shutting down non-essential stores and businesses in order to promote social distancing. There's been a lot of conspiracy theories around this. I'm not going to go into all of those details because I don't want to get caught up in that. Stay informed, but don't obsess on, the media, the news. Shut it off. Take a break. What I've been doing, I've been calm through this whole thing. Have I been concerned? Yeah, I've been concerned because I have many of the symptoms. But I can't get tested because I haven't qualified. There aren't enough tests. I'm not old enough. My fever isn't high enough. I wasn't coughing enough. I only had a sore throat for one day. Yeah, I had the body aches. But my best defense was to embrace this. I am an introvert. I don't really go out in public too often, so I was built for this. I've been eating well. I've been taking a lot of homeopathic immune boosters. I do have a compromised immune system due to rheumatoid arthritis. Trying to think. And I'm just enjoying my time at home. I'm reading. When I have a little bit of energy, cleaning. I wish I could get done more here with the time that I have. Maybe this coming week, since I will be working from home the entire week. Everybody's in a financial pickle. A lot of people that are out in public, are servers and bartenders, tarot readers. We're all losing money. But I'm not worried about that because I have everything I need right here, right now. Now, there are a lot of people that don't have anything. If you live near me, I will be more than happy to share anything that I have with you. I've already given out some things to some people. I even took coffee over to a friend and left it on her porch after sanitizing and making sure I was super sanitized because she's quarantined in her house a couple blocks from me here. So just don't freak out because, fear lowers our immune system. So although kind of pissy that people are saying, light and love will save you. This is a 3D illusion. Maybe it is. I don't want to find out. So just try and be as positive as possible. Get out in the fresh air and sunshine because that does promote wellness. It's a known scientific fact that sunshine does kill germs. So, get out and breathe some fresh air, but, really just be smart about everything. Don't freak out. So yeah, if you chose this pile, you have to take a different approach. So if you need help, message me. I'll try and message you. I really haven't been on social media too much because I've been just trying to rest, and I don't feel like seeing everybody's shit either. You know, everybody has an opinion, and it's just so widespread, the opinions. How much of that is even true news, true facts? We don't know. So you can obsess over it, or you can chill out and binge watch Netflix. And that's what I've been doing. And reading some books. All right, so if you chose pile number 2 and the rose quartz, your cards are opportunity. You can pause your screen so that you can read that. Joy. And the water fairy. And your recommended word is understanding. I think that's really great. All right, so opportunity says, we are all presented with opportunities and are expected to flow with the currents that come our way. Drawing this angel card suggests that something is now being made available to you, and it is up to you to use it to your greatest advantage. Be alert, be aware, and be prepared. You can, of course, make your own opportunities. If you knock on enough doors, one will inevitably be open to you. So you are also reminded to persevere, for it may be that the door, which was previously locked, has now been opened a crack. Quieten your mind and ask the angels to help you. And your affirmation is, I am ready for all opportunities. And I think that's fantastic, because I think for all of us, this is a great opportunity for us to do things that we don't get to do. We don't get this quiet in the silence. I love there are no cars going up and down my street. It's so quiet outside. I can hear the birds. I mean, there's so many birds here anyway because I feed them. But now I'm hearing an airplane now, but I haven't really been hearing any airplanes, and this sounds like a private plane that I'm hearing. Play games with your family. You know, go outside. Maybe start preparing your garden for the springtime, or, you know, do some cleaning. Get things done that you never have time for. I'm sure there's a lot of things. Start writing a journal. If you have kids, I'm sorry, because that's got to be difficult. Thank goodness I don't. I have the animals, I have the dogs, and Bailey is still very puppy-like, so she just wants to play all the time. And that's been difficult for me not feeling well, but they kind of chill out, you know, when I've been laying around. I did put a chair outside yesterday and sat in the sunshine and threw the ball to her, and she's great because she brings it right back to my feet. And I was able to do that with her for a while, get her some exercise. And I've been playing with her in the house, just, you know, chucking the ball, and she jumps up in the air and catches it. But take this time, make the most of this opportunity, and think of all of the wonderful things that this time of silence is bringing us, and get creative. So that will be a good segue into the joy card. And this is just reminding you that there are so many things for us to be joyful for. Now, of course, if you are ill, you have to do what I was doing. I was trying to make the best of it, making sure that I was nourishing my body well, getting enough rest, you know, soaking in a salt bath. I mean, the things that I typically always do, but even like escalated more, taking vitamins, eating whole, nutritious foods. The It was the puppy. And just really enjoying it. Cooking at home, something that I don't do as often as I really should. But all of those things, and just being grateful for not being worse than I am. And then we have the water fairy, and she talks about emotions and emotional waters, feelings and emotions. And this could be a great time for all of us to show kindness and compassion to each other. I've seen a lot of meanness on social media, or, even on the news, out in the supermarkets and the stores, and people just panic hoarding, and people saying really nasty things to each other online. It's not necessary. This is a time where we all need to come together and embrace each other. All right, so if you chose the amethyst, and I love this, is one of my favorite pieces, pile 3, you have communication, the raven, and the stag. And your prescription is expansiveness. All right, so how can you expand on your generosity and your kindness? Oh, sorry, got to go back to understanding. Understanding, part of kindness and compassion. Expansiveness, part of communication, community, maybe getting out and helping other people. If you are well enough, seeing if people need anything in your neighborhood, every little bit helps. Communication, I'll put this up here if you want to go ahead and pause your screen. Communication says the angels remind you that being spiritual is about being genuine and honest. When you speak from the heart, others feel the resonance of truth and trust you. Talk positively, focus on the good in life, and you will feel happier and healthier. Wasn't I just saying that? Communication is a two-way process. Listen with interest and respond openly. This will improve all relationships. Communicate constantly with Source using prayer, which is asking, and meditation, which is listening. Always keep channels of communication open. Be a bridge to others' hearts and minds. Ask your angel to step into your aura and communicate in a higher way through you. And the affirmation says, I communicate clearly and honestly. And I love this because during this time of uncertainty, a lot of people are searching all over the news and social media for the truth of what is going on and what they should do. And are they sick? What are the symptoms? There's just so much. There is a flood right now. And the best thing for you to do is to quiet your mind and ask for some sort of an answer. Like when you see something on social media, just take a second and think, like, how does this resonate with me? Is this true? Does this feel true to me? And that, I think, has been really helping me stay centered, because we have to be very discerning right now, because not everything is true. Not everything is false either. We've seen the news all over the world. So just use that open line of communication, and also stay in communication with your closest loved ones, your family and your friends. I'm here by myself. Now my daughter and son-in-law are visiting today, and that's why the puppy's going crazy. But they're keeping their distance. My whole house is disinfected. And so it's nice to just see some people. I was able to speak to my neighbor from our properties, through the fence. Like we're probably more than 50 feet away from each other. But it's nice. This way you're getting out into the sunshine. Now the stag, it talks about pride and leadership. This is silent, quiet power. And the leadership would be for all of us to set an example for our community, for our families, for our friends. Many of you have young children. So you want to be calm and you want to be a brave and bold leader. And if you're unsure of anything, do some research, look it up before you are spreading more fear throughout the world. And I love that the raven comes up because this speaks about magic. It speaks about our divine connections, synchronicities, synchronistic events, divine timing. And you know what? Maybe this is exactly what we needed in our lives, because we never slow down. It's a chaotic world. What was that? Oh. But I have the malachite here. That was our crystal of the week. But I think rose quartz is definitely needed for more love and compassion. The amethyst or ametrine, because this will help us with our anxiety if you are being fearful. I love the smoky quartz because this puts up some protection against any negativity. And I also brought out some clear crystal quartz for clarity. So hopefully maybe you have these things in your arsenal. All of these got charged by the full moon. I had so many things that I wanted to say. I did start writing a blog. I've been wanting to speak about all of this craziness every single day, but I just haven't had the energy. Started writing this blog, and I thought, do I want to add more media to the media overload? I don't know. Maybe I'll publish it. Maybe I won't. Hopefully you found the pick your own to be a little bit of fun in the mix of all of this. I know that there were other things that I wanted to say, but they elude me at the present time, so I guess they aren't meant to be said. So anyway, if you liked this video, please share it with your friends. Comment me. Let me know what's going on in your neck of the world. How are you feeling? How are you dealing with all of this? I have readers and viewers in 153 countries in this world, so my heart goes out to all of you. I'm doing good. Thank you to those of you who have sent me well wishes and have been praying for my recovery. I'm not out of the woods yet. I'm going to go lay down and take a nap after I get this published. Be sure to stop on over to Facebook and Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, obviously, Pinterest, and hopefully I will be back and up and running full speed with more weekly wisdom, with more juicy tidbits for all of you. Until then, thank you, thank you, thank you. Stay safe, stay well, be good.